What is going on, everyone? Drag here. So what we're going to do is begin a breakdown out of shotgun ace double tight. Super cool formation. It has a couple cool plays in it. Now if we do get over 25 likes on today's video, I'll drop the full scheme out of this formation. So this formation can be found in one playbook in College Football 25. It's going to be an air raid playbook. So just to begin here, I will go ahead and just show audibles that you can use out of this formation. And then the play that we are going to break down, it's going to be our base or main play. It's going to be 95H divide. Now for your audibles, you want to go ahead and put in 98F angle. And then from there, you can leave 6 at that option. And then go ahead and use base. And then for the last play here, you can just use like a draw or a sweep, probably the draw to be honest. But there's mainly just 3 pass plays out of this formation. And let's dive into it. So as often as you can here with this formation, you want to make sure the non-running back side is going towards the short side of the field here. So you can see I'm on the short hash mark. That basically just helps with your route combos here and with certain routes getting open. So looking at the play here, we are first going to break down a cover 3 beater. What you want to do, go ahead and streak your tight end here. And then from there, put the slot wide receiver on a corner, stem it down. This is mainly just going to be to pull down any sort of deep blue. And then you want to go ahead and drag the outside wide receiver and block the running back. Now you can motion this guy over sometimes just to give your opponent a different look. And this will also help with blocking cover 0 blitzes. We'll break down a lot more of this if we meet the light goal. So if you just hold on here just a minute, you can see you can dump off to the drag route. Going to force him to shade down, which is going to just basically open up the corner route or just make the post easier to throw. So you can see here, right there, that's wide open. It is money versus cover 3. So let's go ahead and do it one more time here. I'll set the play up, block the running back, simply just step up in the pocket, make a memory there. You can see this guy's wide open. Against cover 2, what you want to do here is go ahead and streak your slot wide receiver on the left, drag your tight end, go ahead and flat the outside wide receiver on the right, and I typically will just streak my running back on the backfield. Main thing you want to do here is throw this wheel versus cover 2. That's going to be your money route. And then sometimes, depending on where your opponent's zone is, you can hit that running back out the backfield. Now, sometimes you can wheel him if you want. Like, give you a little bit more room. Otherwise, you can just check it down to the drag. But like I stated, this wheel on the outside is your money route because versus cover 2, nothing is going to guard that. They're going to be forced to put a deep blue on that side. Do it one more time. Right there, it is money. So setup here for zone, in case you're in the middle of the field and can't really be on any hash mark, it looks like this here. That's a setup that I really like. I basically just streak the outside guy on the right here, and then I go ahead and put a hitch on the outside wide receiver on the opposite side and stem him all the way down. It's just going to help with pulling down any zones. Now with the running back, you can either block him or put him on a table route. But you'll see here with this play, the money route is this here. You can see once it comes up, it's kind of like a delayed wheel or delayed corner route. And then aside from that here, you can still throw this route here, like before he cuts, kind of like a drag or like a slant over the middle. What I really like about it. So let's do it again here. You can see looking to the left, you got a hitch you can kind of dump the ball off to. There, it got knocked out. But usually if you get that possession catch animation, he'll usually catch it. And then if you can buy a little bit of time here, you can throw this guy right there across the middle of the field. You can see that's versus cover 3. Still gets underneath the deep blue over there. Do it one more time versus cover 3, and then I'll show versus cover 2. Right there, money. So versus cover 2 here, you do the same thing except for you make one slight change. You put A on a post and stem him all the way down like this. And then you can either go ahead and taper out the running back or block him. So if you just get a little tiny bit of time here, you can see how you can throw that just like that. They're going to have to put their clouds at like 25, 30 to even have a chance to play that. And then you'll still have this wheel route, corner route type thing here. I honestly don't know what it's called, but you can see how wide open he is, and that's an easy 30 to 40 yards. So what I said before, you can motion this guy over like this. That's going to be key to blocking any sort of cover 0 defense out of this. So what I'll typically do here is wheel route the running back out the backfield, drag or whip this slot wide receiver on the left. You can pretty much just mix it up. And then from there, you go ahead and run the other route stock. You can see how this blitz is completely bagged. And then we have a lot of crossing routes here to attack man coverage or like a cover 0 blitz. So just hold up a second here, and then you can see we have that guy. Now I have other setups that I'll cover if we get the Lycle, but I mainly just want to break down a good starting point. Right there, lob it up top. Just not enough space here. Let me back up the sticks here a few. So backing it up a little bit here. Do it again. Right there. Pass it up and away. And you're getting a lot of easy yards. Now, this post route is also something that you can throw. It's going to be kind of hard to show versus the CPU because they're not using the person that's obviously in the blocked wide receiver. So it's going to be hard to kind of throw that here. But you can see we have this wheel route all day. But I can show you in the replay. Especially a good wide receiver, when he cuts over, he'll have inside position versus this man defender. Especially if he's like pressed on him, he's going to get more separation on the cut. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Like I stated previously, if this video gets 25 likes, I'll drop the full scheme out of this formation. If you all do appreciate my content, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. If you have any questions, just comment below. I get to them as quickly as I can. We'll see you next time.